you're not recording.
I am. Hello.
Hello.
I'm not recording, but we've got a VOD, so it's fine.
You suck.
Yeah, I do. I really suck. Also, I need to change the cab because I suck.
Yeah, this was slightly hastily thrown together.
Shut up, alright, Ed. I've been playing
Just
Destiny. I fucked it again. Let me just fix
This
this.
is a terrible, terrible start to the stream.
This needs to go this way. There we go. Now we can see both of us. Let me just shuffle in a bit. There we go.
There we go. Hello. We're ready now.
Hi. I'm Perry.
I'm Ed.
We're guys playing games and failing at streams.
Yeah.
That's who we are.
Guys failing at streams.
Pretty much, yeah. I need a drink. After that, that was an upheaval, wasn't it? How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
You good?
Yeah. It's yeah, it doesn't feel 5 minutes since it was here last week.
Yeah, I know.
With our guest Johnny, that was good fun last week.
Yeah, that was real good fun. I really enjoyed that episode.
If you haven't heard or seen that stream, please go check it out. So it was it was a good one last week.
It was very good, yeah. And if Johnny is watching, probably isn't.
No.
Thanks for stopping by. It was very good of you. Thank you.
I guess I should go first, and then I'll let you get into it.
Yeah, what have you been playing?
For those who aren't aware, Destiny 2 came out on PC this week, and just a heads up, a lot of this episode may be dedicated to that, as Perry has finally got his hands on the fabled Destiny 2, so there's probably going to be much talking about that. But yeah, before we dive headfirst into that,
Before I swan dive into the best podcast of my life.
Nerdzoid's back. Hello, Nerdzoid. Thanks for joining us on Twitch. This
yeah,
week,
we've been playing this week.
This week, so I've had a bit of a dabble with Battle Royale, a Fortnite Battle Royale. Initially, I didn't realise it was a free thing initially, but it turns out it is. So I downloaded it, and there we go.
I hear it's like a cartoony version of PUBG.
Yeah, I mean, so I've not played PUBG because I don't have a PC. Awaiting the Xbox release, which is where I shall play it. But I have watched a lot of PUBG, so you know I'm very well acquainted with PUBG. So yeah, the first thing, when I loaded into Fortnite's Battle Royale, the first thing that hit me was, wow, this is literally PUBG cartoonified, like in every respect. You start off on a little island that's up in the corner of the map where you can just run around and mess around with weapons.
So it's like a Paladin's version rip-off of PUBG.
I'm just like, I don't know how this came into being. I'm kind of wondering like at what point they decided to do this, because obviously like PUBG's been growing like crazy over the past few months, and Fortnite came out a couple of months ago, something like that.
Yeah, about that, yeah.
So, I'm kind of curious as to at what point they're like, hey, let's just build a Battle Royale mode and beat them to console, which is what they've done.
I mean, they grabbed the market, didn't they? Like, because that was the biggest hole for PUBG. It's like, it's not on console, so like, what they've done, in my opinion, is the best for them. I mean, I imagine their player base is pretty substantial.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm pretty sure it's like the 4th or 5th game on Twitch these days.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty high up. I mean, well, obviously, like, every now and then when a game is released, like Destiny 2 or, for example, South Park was, like, number 2 streamed because literally everyone was streaming it.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, it is PUBG, cartoon, it's like, cartoon PUBG. I feel like the map is slightly smaller. And I'm not sure the building aspect of it really adds anything. I haven't really found it particularly necessary to build stuff. I admit I haven't spent a huge amount of time with it. I had a few games on Sunday night. Best I managed was 8th after about half an hour of playing. So the learning curve wasn't too much for having actually not played one of those games before.
And is it a similar style arena where it gets smaller and smaller?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh wow! Okay.
It's just
not like for like.
It's completely the same. Yeah, you start off. You're in this flying party bus that flies over the map, It's literally this bus that's got big rotors on it and like music and disco lights going off inside.
All right, I'm about this.
I say yeah, the map feels slightly smaller than maybe the PUBG map.
Okay.
That would be the main difference. Certainly when I was like looking around the map trying to pick where I was going to land, it felt like every spot that I was going to pick, like somebody else would probably be there because it wasn't quite as spread out. And yeah, 9 times out of 10, I would land, amongst other people. It's kind of seems to be more difficult to kind of get a sort of clear landing zone to do some early looting. Which just means that when you land somewhere, like the race to get a gun is a bit more heightened, as there's going to be somewhere else near you, and if they get the gun first, you'll
And do you get like chased by people?
Yeah,
they just punch you.
Yeah, well, no. My first ever kill after like 3 games, my first ever kill was with the pickaxe, which is your default thing, against the guy with the shotgun. So I was very satisfied with that.
Nice.
Getting a melee kill.
How did you pull that off?
A lot of jumping around. I think I kind of backed them into a corner of the building. So like, all I had to do was keep jumping left and right, and obviously fire it because the shotgun was quite slow firing. They just like fire and miss, and I just like whack them and then come jump around crazily, and they just kept missing me, and I eventually chipped them down. So yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Good job, well played.
But yeah, there's like rarity, like different tiers of like rarity of weapons. There's like sort of white, green, blue. I haven't seen anything higher than blue.
Yeah. Notice what it says. Is it free to play?
Yes, it is. That was one of the funny things about it, because obviously, I think it actually downloads the full Fortnite client when you download it, and you kind of fire up the menu, and it's got like you can either start the regular Fortnite or go into Battle Royale.
So yeah, that's right. So it's only the Battle Royale part that's free, isn't it? So the Fortnite, the full game is actually a title.
Yeah, normal But I think it's quite clever because it's getting people to download the full client, and like certainly when I looked at it last Sunday, the kind of main Fortnite mode, I can't remember what they refer to it as again, but it's got like a big like 40% off at the moment, so I imagine they're probably picking up a few sales off the back of having this for free, which is kind of cool. Like, yeah, it's a nice idea. But yeah, I'd be intrigued to find out when they started development on it. So it's something they just like really quickly knocked together.
Does it feel like it's just been put together
quickly? I mean, I haven't spent a huge amount of time with it. It doesn't. I mean, you look at PUBG, that looks like it's been knocked together quickly anyway, and that's been out for months. I mean, I know it's getting better, but yeah, I mean, it's not the most polished of titles. I mean, I guess they have the engine, and a lot of the mechanics were kind of probably already existing in Fortnite. It's like all the combat and the crafting and whatnot. So it was just essentially putting it into a slightly different game mode. So yeah, it doesn't feel particularly chunky in that regard. But yeah, I'd be just curious to see at what point they were like, hey, there's no Battle Royale thing on consoles, we could jump on this.
Yeah, let's get on it quick. Okay.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I've been playing. Like, I've also been playing a lot of Warframe, but I'm gonna resist getting into that too much because the big open worldy Plains of Eidolon expansion comes out on console next month. I don't think they've put a date on it yet, so I will hold mass Warframe discussion.
Hit me with Warframe discussion.
Yeah, we'll wait till
Plains of Eidolon drops.
We'll wait till that drops, and then. But yeah, I've been the good old 223 clan. We've been getting some squads together in Warframe, and we started building up our dojo. And
nice. Yeah, that's really cool. I like that.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
It's cool when you transition with a clan to a different game.
Yeah, it's been really nice. I think that's actually one of the things that's made me really hyped for getting back into Warframe, is having these other people around.
People that are interested in playing it and stuff. Yeah, that's really cool. To be honest, I think Warframe is consistently being number 3 or 4 streamed.
It's doing really well.
It's doing really well. They've done their advertising push of partnering with really high exposure streamers was a great.
Yeah, the way they promoted this expansion. So I think the expansion came out last Friday. Was it last Friday or the Friday before? I can't remember. But everything's kind of blurred into one. And the promo they did for it, I think was really clever because they had it whereby you linked your Warframe account with your Twitch account, and then by watching the Twitch stream, the partnered Twitch streamers play the new content every time they got an achievement, and like I think it's sort of every hour, every solid hour that you watched one of the partner streamers, you get free loot in your mailbox, which was a fucking great idea. So it got everybody watching, all the streamers were getting loads more viewers, and like it was really, really cleverly and really nicely done. So kudos to them for that, and it's really boosted their profile, I think. So I remember looking at it on one of the days, and like Warframe was really high in the directory, and just the amount of streams of like checking out Warframe for the first time, or like first time trying Warframe. There's like so many streamers giving it a go and exposing it to new people. So yeah, they've done amazingly out of it, and I hope it continues for them.
I think it will. I think this is their make.
Yeah,
I think this is their next step. I think, and I'm really happy for them for getting to that. It's really cool because they deserve it. Like it's a good game. It is genuinely a good game.
Yeah, and it's just getting better as well.
Yeah, putting that like MMO-esque feel into the game is such a great way forward. I think.
Apparently they've already confirmed they're planning open world stuff for more other planets as well. So there's more good stuff to come. But let's take a break and let's let I'm gonna just let you go, wind you up, let you go, and tell us all about what you've been playing for the last just over 24 hours.
So before I hit Destiny, I want to talk about Hearthstone because a tangent, bit of a tangent. So I'm not going to hit you up with Destiny yet because I am going to go off with Destiny. It's going to be fucking great. Like, stay tuned. I'm going to hit you up with Hearthstone first. So I played the Halloween event, the arena event. They gave you a free ticket. So
that's only just started today, I believe.
No, it started a couple of days ago. I made a deck and I was playing with it. I was playing with it on Sunday or Monday.
Okay. I assumed it was kind of with the Brawl reset today, but
no, it was because it's not Brawl, it's arena.
Yeah.
It's not.
I just kind of figured the timing should be tight.
So anyway, with this Halloween event, they've for arena for the duration of this Halloween event, you have 2 classes, which is really interesting.
It's nuts.
Yeah, it's like some of the combinations. So I played it, and I played Paladin and Rogue, which was really good. So I picked up all of the Paladin weapons.
That's not 2 classes I would expect to.
They work really well though, because the weapon buff synergy from Rogue works really well with Paladin's weapons.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, so I played like a pirate weapon buff sort of Paladin, and I went 5 and 3. wasn't too bad. Like I was happy with it. It gave me enough gold to do another arena run. Now I thought this was like a one-time thing, but it's not. It literally lasts for the duration of the event.
It's on for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, and I'm so about this.
Yeah, so you get 1 free pack for logging in this week and another free pack next week.
Yeah, exactly. So off the back of like playing this, I went to check out some streamers to see what people were coming up with, and instantly Amaz was playing Rogue main with Druid off spec. So it means he was playing the Rogue hero, but with the Druid hero power.
Oh, that's quite clever.
It was so good. The Druid and Rogue cards combo so well. Like he went, I'm pretty sure he went 12 and 2 with one of his decks.
Wow.
Yeah, it was nuts. He also played Priest and Warlock, which is dumb. Like I'm pretty sure he tapped every turn and cycled his deck in like 20 turns. Like probably less than that. It was probably like 15 turns. But yeah, he was like double drawing. It was absolutely insane.
Nice.
Yeah, so there are a bunch of really rad and cool combinations.
Yeah, no, I definitely want to get on this. Yeah, I'd say I thought I didn't realise it had launched already. Yeah, so I'll definitely be jumping in to have a play with that.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Now.
So now we get to it.
Firstly, let's address the launch. Okay.
Okay.
Seamless.
Yeah.
Good job, Bungie. Legit. Like I maybe was waiting 2 minutes to log into the client, and there was no crashing, nothing. It hit 6 o'clock, and I restarted my Blizzard app, and it was like boom, play, click play, waited for 2 minutes, and I was in. Started playing.
I think
absolutely the way they addressed it was so clever and good. Like because they've just staggered the world
Yeah.
with their launch.
Because it was the same thing they did with the console launch,
Yeah.
where it was kind of released at midnight, but in each time zone, so there was never that like mass influx of people at once. And yeah, actually, the console launch was exactly the same. Actually, like it was, I never had, I stayed up for the midnight launch in the UK, and yeah, I didn't have any problems getting in then. I think I might have had like one crash the following day just while I was playing, but that was kind of just a random thing, and I was able to log straight back in. So there was no like major problems with that either.
Yeah, that's that. See that. So that was one pro for me. Next pro. From the first mission you do that isn't the pre-GOG mission, like the one that was the
where you kind of in the tower,
the beta or the homecoming, yeah. After the mission, straight after that, from that point, let's just say we're probably going to go. Although the PC version's only been out for like 24 hours, we're probably going to go spoiler heavy because I've been wanting to talk about this stuff for like 6 weeks. Yeah, exactly.
So if you're planning to play the PC version of Destiny and you don't want anything spoiled, you might want to check this out later because we're probably going to get into it.
Yeah. Disclaimer: spoilers ahead.
Yeah.
There you go. You've been told. So from the start, I just fell in love with the soundtrack.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic score. Like the soundtrack is amazing, and visually as well. On PC, it is just beautiful.
I mean, that's one of the things that everyone's talking about is how nice and how well it plays on PC.
The world designs, and I'm talking like every single planet. Like Earth was fantastic. The farm, oh my fuck, was like, it's probably my favourite thing about this game.
Really?
And I'm
really surprised by that.
I'm really bothered that I can't go back to it.
Of course you can.
I can't. How? How do I go back to the
farm?
farm?
It's a location on Earth. You can go back anytime you like. The cryptart lady is still there, and she will decrypt your engrams. There's just no other vendors. But you can go back there anytime you like.
Interesting.
Trust me, it's still there.
That makes me happy. Okay, good. That's one less negative that I was going to harp on about. Titan. Jesus. Fuck.
Yes, see,
what an amazing planet. Yeah, I think it's my favourite planet.
Yeah, same here. But this is funny because a lot of the community, certainly stuff I read around the console release, a lot of people didn't rate Titan. I was like, I love Titan, it's great.
Just like, there's a moment in the game where it almost stops you to make you look at the panoramic, and if you do, it's just breathtaking. Like, it's like you're about to walk into a room, but then it's like, oh, wait a minute, why don't you just take in the scenery? And you turn around and look over to the rest of the planet, and it is just flawless. Like, it's such a well-designed planet.
Did you know, I'm going to do an early fact, that Titan is not water.
As in the planet Titan?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's liquid methane.
Oh. It's liquid
Which is why it doesn't react quite the same as water. Because people called it out for being a bit weird.
Yeah.
No, it's not actually water. It's not supposed to be water. So there you go. There's a random Destiny.
There you go. Yeah. Destiny fact.
Yeah.
That was good. Yeah. So.
But yeah, I loved Titan.
So where was that anyway? So soundtrack amazing, visuals amazing. Now the storyline, I loved it. Like I got to a point. So on Earth we did the main story missions, and then we bombed around, completed all the side missions, and we were like, okay, cool. Now let's move on to the next planet. We started getting into the story, and we were like, fuck the side missions. We're sticking with the main storyline. Let's go. And we just rushed through. But
so you've actually completed it pretty quick. I'm not sure if I did it in the first day, but you've powered through.
So we didn't complete the main story mission in the first day. We got to...
Well, the first 24 hours, you have finished it.
Yeah, but I mean day one. We didn't do it yesterday.
Well, it only came out at 6 p.m. yesterday.
Yeah, okay, so in 26 hours, we've completed the game, basically. Now that was one of my negatives, is I hope that this isn't where the lore stops, and now it's just becomes grind.
Yeah,
I'm really hoping. I'm really hoping that's not the thing.
There's plenty more lore in there.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we've yet to do. So we've got to go back and do all the side missions on the other planets, and we're looking forward to that. But yeah, so the story, and the two things I like specifically about the story is, as you're doing the mission, it cutscenes away, and you get a scene with Gaul in the speaker, and like little snippets of stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, okay, I'm really about that, because it's not just centralised on you and what you're doing. Like, it's giving you a broader arc of what the story is, and you learn more about Gaul and his motives and all that sort of stuff. That was really cool. The other thing I really liked as well, and it was a really minute detail, but so as a previous Destiny player, it didn't really affect me too much, but I could see, like, as a new player, so when you're running through the missions, your ghost will randomly be like, hey, what's a warmind? And then someone will explain to you what a warmind is. Right. You know, like little things like that. Like, because I know what a fucking warmind is because I played Destiny 1. Yeah. And then Cade explains is like, oh, warmind is an AI technology built to, defend the world basically. Yeah. So those little tidbits, but they were like all over the place. Like, and there are also like little items around the map that you can investigate to get more lore.
Scannable things. Yeah.
Those as well. I was mad into those as well.
There's a lot of those in and I can stop referring to it as the social space, but Tower 2.0, there's a lot of scannable things in there. There's some like secret hidden ones.
Oh really? Okay, cool.
Maybe I'll show you a good one after the stream.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. So all in all, I'm really happy with this game. Now, what I'm going to say is, why the fuck wasn't this Destiny 1? Like, if this had been Destiny 1, it would have just been... It would have blown everything else out of the water. Like, everyone would have come to play this game. But Destiny 1 was shit, and this is now what Destiny 1 should have been, basically. Like, I think that's where I'm trying to get to with that. I think that's the only negative I take away from it. It's like, I shouldn't have had to have endured Destiny 1 to now have the quality of game that I expected.
Yeah.
You know? But that doesn't affect me that much. I'm still really enjoying the game and the title and stuff.
It will be interesting to see how you feel 6 weeks down the road.
Where there's like nothing to do.
In relation to how they've managed the end game. Because obviously all the console players are now at that point of like, it's, pretty much end game.
They're 305 light and
yeah. So it'll be interesting to see. Obviously, I don't want to go into it too much because you've only just started playing it, so I don't want to get into the whole end game discussion just now. I should let you soak it in a bit more.
Yeah, sure.
But there are.
So I've not even touched the Nightfall, which I'm actually doing after this, by the way.
Yeah, Nightfall's good. Like the new modifiers and stuff, like the timed things. They've actually done, I think Nightfall is one of the more successful things in it where they've created something which is genuinely challenging but doesn't feel unfair, if that makes sense. It's like, because a lot of stuff in Destiny 1, like they would make stuff just, there's the classic bullets and sponge bosses, and like they'd ramp stuff up so they were like several levels higher.
Yeah, like if it punches you, you're dead.
Yeah. And it just felt like bullshit basically, but yeah, having the way they've kind of done the new modifiers with the Nightfall, actually, it's and a lot of the streamers said this, like when the console one came out, it's like, this feels genuinely challenging but in an enjoyable way. I'm not sure what the Nightfall is this week. I haven't checked yet, but a bunch of the so you need to check out the new strikes if you haven't done those.
So we ran. So that's what we were doing just before this.
Okay.
We were working through. So we had to do 2 strikes for the milestones, and now we're on to the point where we need to do patrol missions and Crucible. Now, this is one of my negatives. If I have to do Crucible to progress the milestones, I will be really disappointed.
Well, no, the Crucible has its own milestone.
Okay, good, because
it's like. In D1, like you had like the weekly Crucible bounty. The milestones are like weekly bounties essentially. So there is a Crucible weekly milestone, which you like. If we don't want to do it, don't do it. There's still, one of the new ones they've added this time, obviously, is the Flashpoint milestone, which is like a weekly featured patrol area where you go and do X amount of public events, and then once you've done enough, you get a powerful legendary engram.
I think PC and console will be different because we didn't have that one. So we've got patrol missions, and we had to do.
You'll have. There will be a flashpoint.
We've had.
100% you'll have a flashpoint. It's one of the main things.
So one of the things on each. So there's an individual challenge on each planet. So it's like kill a certain amount of servitors or kill Vex.
Yeah,
or
you get the challenges.
But I don't know what the flashpoint is. Maybe we've not encountered that yet.
Maybe you have to do a mission to unlock it. Kay gives you a mission.
So I think so. We were just one behind it. So we just unlocked patrols, and now our objective is to do 3 patrol missions.
Okay, yeah. So it sounds like you haven't unlocked the flashpoints.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're almost there on that. But yeah, essentially it makes one of the patrol zones a featured thing of the week, and yeah, it's like you do the events.
Now the other thing I want to talk about is the collectibles on each map. The material, the region chests and the lost sectors.
Okay, yeah.
Now, Chip and I spent about 3 hours today completing every single one of them on EDZ, and we got 12 purple items for it.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, we got 110 tokens.
Wow.
Yeah, it was fucking dumb. Like, the game is just throwing gear at us. So I started today level 16 with like 160 power. I'm now level 20 with nearly 140 power. Like, it's just throwing gear at me. Now I'm really hoping that this sort of bell curves out and like it gets harder to get higher level gear.
260 is your first sort of stumbling point when stuff's going to get tricky. And that's where you need the stuff from the milestones and the clan engrams, because they will always drop at your light level or like just above.
So I'm assuming like the EDZ and the different planetary factions, they cap at a certain level.
Yeah, so what happens is once you hit I'm pretty sure it's 260, they kind of cap at 260, and then when you get to kind of above 270, then all purples will drop at 10 light levels below where you are. So I've just made it to 300, so all my purples are decoding at 290.
Okay.
But the special one on the milestones, they're listed. I think they're luminous engrams, and they're kind of listed as like powerful rewards. They're the ones that will drop at your light level, which will then provide you the boost to kind of progress. So it's those ones, and I'm pretty sure the clan engrams do as well. Could be mistaken.
Okay, cool. That makes sense. I like that. The other thing I'm waiting to find out is when we get access to raid.
It was dated. I think it's this Friday, if I remember correctly.
There you go.
I think. Yeah. There is a quest you should check out on Nessus, which pertains to the raid. There's like one of the little adventure side quests, which is a kind of subtle lead-in to the raid. I can't remember the name of it because it's been 6 weeks since I did it.
Yeah,
it's worth doing because they specifically talk about stuff that pertains to the raid.
Okay, cool. That's fine. We noticed so we did all of the side missions on EDZ, and then we hit level 20, completed the story, went back, and now there are so many fucking side missions again.
Yeah.
Like, do they keep popping up, or if I complete them, will they be done?
They'll be done.
Good. There we go.
And the key ones are the adventures, which are the blue ones.
Not the orange ones.
No, the orange ones are the adventures. No, sorry, the blue ones are quests.
Quests, yeah.
Yeah. So the blue quests on each planet, 3 out of the 4 of them reward you with exotics. And it is worth waiting till you're in that 260, 270 area to finish those, because the exotics give you a bigger bump. They will drop at a higher level.
Interesting.
Top tip.
Interesting. That's good, because that's lucky, because Chip and I were about to plough through all of them.
And they're pretty cool little quest lines actually. So yeah, each planet has one of the blue quests. I think it's only IO that you don't get an exotic, but you still get like a legendary at the end.
Okay, so we're at the point where after this we're going to hit up the Nightfall, and we're going to see what sex loot we get from that. and then we're going to
see what Nightfall is this week. I don't know which strike it is. I'm going to look at how quickly you keep them.
so we're going to hit up the Nightfall. We're going to get some fat loot from that, and then we are going to continue doing the unlock the hidden stuff on all the planets, like the chests and the things, because they're super easy, super quick, and we get arms dealers this week's apparently.
Oh, so
nice. Arms dealer with current and 0 hour. I don't know what they mean.
Yeah,
I think.
Okay, we're getting incoming rapid ability charge. Nothing. Oh, nothing to. Oh, 0. So 0 hours. There's no things to increase the time, but you get in super quick. Like I guess like mayhem level ability charge. That's interesting. So there you go. Arms dealer is pretty cool as well. That's the EDZ strike against the Cabal. The strike you need to look at. So do you remember which strikes you say you ran a couple of strikes?
So we ran.
Did you run the Pyramidion?
We killed a giant shrieker.
Oh yeah, that's the Titan one. That's the Savathan's soul.
And we killed a Vandal.
Oh, is that
the fucking one that turns invisible and runs around?
Yeah, that's the Nessus, the Exodus Black.
Yeah.
Exodus down. Whatever.
That was AIDS, because those little things charged the floor. Yeah. I died so much.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. So the one strike that I think certainly in our clan everyone was in agreement is probably the best strike that Bungie have made is the Pyramidion, which is the IO strike where you go down and fight some Vex. It's really cool.
Okay.
So you keep an eye.
I like Vex. I like King Vex. I unlocked. Okay. The other thing as well I actually wanted to talk about was the way you unlock your subclasses. I was so okay with the way you do that. So you get to a level, you find an item, you power it up, and then you go to the shop.
Yeah, you get it's kind of cool how they kind of
that was
random
really cool.
drops.
I liked as well within the mission you get like snippets of lore and snippets of why Shadow, why Night Stalker, what are they called? Night Stalkers? Shadow Stalkers? Night Stalkers. Why Night Stalkers have their bow and all that sort of stuff. That was really cool.
Yeah, those subclass missions were like really lore heavy. Which is really cool.
I think I'm basically done on Destiny now. I talked about basically everything I wanted to.
Right. Well, no, there's more things we can.
I think like so when.
What did you make of the ending? What did you make of the boss fight?
So
and then
the boss fight was underwhelming.
Yeah, I think a lot of people agree. It was possibly a bit too easy.
It was wholly too easy.
Yeah.
Like I supered, put 6 golden gunshots into him, chit supered, slammed the ground, he was dead. It was like it was game over. But then I kind of understood that he wasn't the end goal. Like,
right.
Alright, you've saved your planet and that's cool and you've got your light back, but now with releasing the light, you've now made other entities aware of it.
Yes. So yeah, the Traveller has woken up. That's the big thing at the end. It's no longer inert. It's back.
It's now like in full force.
Yeah. And so
now everyone wants to come for the fucking power.
So there's the one cool thing, like right at the end, like I think it's like the post-credit scene that made me lose my shit was the black pyramid ships.
Yeah. They all like light up
and then power up. Because
and then move forward.
The reason I lost my shit at that point is because there was a piece of concept art that came out before Destiny 1 that featured those ships. So this is a thing that's been in the background of the lore for a long time. And there was another piece of concept art as well, which was released before Destiny 1, which showed the 5 races of Destiny. The 5th one
this is it, yeah.
being these whoever these people
this
are.
is what Chip and I were questioning. We were like, so what? Who did this belong to? Like, is this a new race? Because it's not Taken, it's not Vex, it's not Fallen.
It's not. But it's new in terms of the game, but it's something that they've had.
It's been there
kind
since
of planned in the lore since before Destiny 1
Mm.
came out. So the fact that they are introducing this new thing is pretty exciting.
I have a feeling that this we're not going to see this new race until the next expansion.
I would
Unless-
almost expect to not see them until this time next year. I think it'll be the big Destiny 2 Year 2. You know, like how the Taken King was like the big thing for Destiny. I think they'll probably. I can't see them holding them off until Destiny 3, if Destiny 3 even becomes a thing. I think there'll be the yearly milestone. I think the other two expansions, they've kind of the first one we got coming in December, we know is to do with Osiris, because it's named after him, and is based around, I think it's Mercury, if I remember right.
Mm-hmm.
And there's apparently a new patrol space coming with that, and all the good stuff that comes along with it. And then the other DLC that we were not as sure about, but the icon that was shown when they did their reveal for the DLCs it's like a Warmind icon, so it's something Warmind, probably Rasputin themed. So I would imagine that these new, fully new enemies will be. I'm imagining there'll be a sort of 1 year run.
Yeah, I think I'm okay with that, but they need to make sure that they give us content between then. We need more content. This is the biggest problem I had. In 24 hours, I went from starting the game to hitting level 20 with 200 power. In 6 more hours, I was at 240 power. It's really quick. I'm advancing really fucking quickly.
It's going to slow down, trust me, believe me.
But then the problem there is, good, slow down, that's great, but now don't make me repeat the same shit again and again, which I feel like is going to. I feel like I'm going to have to, let's do the Nightfall, let's do the raid, now let's go do patrols. Okay, next week, let's do the Nightfall, let's do the raid, let's go do patrols. There's not going to be any new content or anything pushing the story forward or anything like that for a significant period of time, which I'm kind of okay with. I mean, it's just launched, but at the same time,
the raid.
Give it to us in quarterly.
I don't want to say too much about the raid because I know you've been avoiding stuff. And kind of going.
I've not even looked at the fights or anything. I'm going in clean.
Yeah. So the raid takes the lore. It can. I'll tell you, it involves the Cabal, which is probably no big shot. But yeah, it kind of tangents a bit from where Gore was. So if you do the mission on Nessus, you'll learn a bit more about it and who's behind it and stuff.
I think we've got we've got comfortably another good 10 hours of content on the planets.
Yeah.
So I think I'm happy for now. Now. I think all in all.
How are you finding? I mean, one thing that's been talked a lot about in the certainly on Reddit and stuff in the console community is the token system.
I don't mind it. I think it works kind of well. Instead of the event giving you the items you want, you get the tokens and then you hand them in. It works well. I mean, it's a bit more simple than having all the different consumables like spin metal and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, I think them removing a lot of that material kind of farming.
Well, the thing is, there is a material for each planet, but it's just a rep.
Yeah, it doesn't really do much.
Yeah, it's kind of because whereas in D1 you needed those items to upgrade and level and do all that sort of stuff.
Level weapons and stuff that we used for originally. So, the fact that you don't have to level weapons and armor and stuff is such a massive weight off. Yeah, because that was a massive ball ache.
The biggest thing for me was the subclass. So I rushed to get my golden gun, gunslinger, yeah, to level it up, and then realised I don't need to level it up.
You've just got the ability points.
I've got the ability points. That was really cool. I really enjoyed that. So when I hit level 20 and got my Night Stalker, I just had all the shit I wanted, and I could just wreck things.
How are you finding the sort of more restricted subclass trees? What are your thoughts on that?
I like it. It kind of it's a less flexible, but it gives you almost different play styles, and I kind of like that.
Yeah, I guess it kind of more forces the different play styles.
Yeah, it's you can have this set which makes you play like an assassin, or you can have this set which makes you play like a gun mad lunatic.
And I guess in some respects it allows them to synergize the abilities a bit more.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
certainly, like I've been maining the Voidwalker Warlock, right? And one of their subclasses is like it's called, I can't remember what it's called, but it's based on a Devour mechanic, which is kind of specific to that subclass thing. In case you're not aware of it, people listening, it allows you. It's got a bunch of lifesteal abilities, which are really cool, which I quite enjoy. It allows you to consume a grenade and instantly heal yourself, which starts a 9-second timer, and any kill that you get in those 9 seconds heals you and resets the timer, which is a lot of fun. And in kind of
sounds kind of overpowered. Oh,
yeah.
no, I'm saying that.
In large PvE mobs, like it allows you like ridiculous sustain, but that's what it's designed for.
Yeah, but I think the thing is as well, the takeaway from there is there's never a point where you complete a mission just by killing everything. Go. Like, there's always like clumps, and then
it just stops you. It stops you being overwhelmed. Is kind of the idea.
I think the point is like there's no way you could keep that up for an entire mission.
Yeah, but it's, just talking about the synergies in the subclass, like then the melee ability also. If your melee is charged and you get a melee kill, that also triggers it. So there's different ways of triggering it within that kind of set pool of abilities, which is kind of cool. And then you kind of start to learn the different tricks. Like you can trigger it intentionally by consuming a grenade and then running around and lobbing the Nova Bomb, which then instantly heals you. It works quite nicely in PvP as well. Like it allows you to consume a grenade, essentially run into enemy fire, chuck your Nova Bomb, but then get instantly healed. So it's kind of nice how it synergizes like that, I think.
I love the Arcstrider.
Really?
Because
a lot of people think it's underpowered.
No, dude. Like so with the ult, you can combo. Like there are like 4 different attack styles with the ult, and you can chain off like it's like playing fucking Mortal Kombat or something. Like you can use different combinations of attack styles and do chains of damage. It's mad cool. It's so cool. Yeah, I'm really about it. I like the fact there's one move as well. There's one talent tree where your dodge becomes an AoE pulse. So like you do a bunch of attacking and then dodge, and then you burst AoE, and then you do some more attacking. Like it's really cool. I really enjoy it. I think in order of my favourites, it would be Night Stalker, Arcstrider, then Gunslinger.
Okay, interesting.
But no, I want to put them equal first. Because I love the Night Stalker just because of its skill set. Like it's such an amazing chain class. Like
it was my favourite hunter class in D1.
And then to be honest, Arcstrider was like my favourite in D1 because of the dagger. Like I just love the idea of like and being able to like turn invisible when you're ulted as well. That was really fucking cool. I think that class, I think the Arcstrider misses the invisibility. I think it kind of needs it, but like because your ultimate is to run in and do damage, you need that medium to get in without taking damage. So you can do some damage then run away without dying. Like I think I'm Destinied out. That's a lie, I'm not. I'm going to play so much more Destiny. I think I'm good at Destiny.
If you
I think that's everything I wanted to say about it. I think all in all, I'm very pleased. Very, very, very pleased. Mostly with like how smooth the launch was. Like there were literally no problems, and kudos to Bungie for that. Like, well.
And like, if nothing else, I think they have a really solid foundation to move forward on, and I'm excited for the DLCs to see where the lore goes next. And I think they've kind of hinted at some stuff, and there's some very promising stuff. And I think one of the things like the console community has got issues with some of the systems, it's fair to say. I won't go into details now because it'll be boring, and I don't want to rain on your launch thing, so we'll talk about that another day. But I think one of the reasons they haven't really acknowledged some of the gripes or like said anything about them or said they're doing anything about them is because the PC launch hadn't happened. They can't make major changes to any of the systems when like one of the platforms hasn't even launched. So I think the next month or so, I'm hoping they will start to kind of acknowledge and talk about some of the stuff that's been brought up. Now that the PC launch is out of the way, I feel they'll be kind of in a better position to do that. I think they may have been holding back on discussing stuff because they were kind of just focused on getting the PC stuff out the door, and they didn't want to start talking about it.
It's kind of understandable, really.
Yeah.
I think. It
So,
makes sense.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see over the next couple of months if they do start to talk about that stuff, or whether they're just completely ignoring everyone, which has been the case in the past. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. No, I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. So I suppose that was not just what I was playing; that was the feature as well. I suppose that was the feature of this episode for sure. Yeah. Have you got anything else to talk about?
There's a couple of things. We can. I stuck a link in the old spreadsheet because it was weird, but I can't really remember what it was. There was an article on Eurogame the other day about a game called Boyfriend's Dungeon, which instantly sounds weird.
What?
Just so the title of the article is, it's a dungeon crawler where you date your weapon. If that doesn't get you interested, I don't know what will.
It doesn't. I'm out. And
yeah, so it's cool. Yeah, Boyfriend Dungeon. Give it a Google.
Have a look.
It's really weird.
Yeah. Check it out.
Forge a long, lasting, and meaningful relationship with the weapon that you choose to wield in the game. Yeah, it's pretty weird.
Kind of reminds me of an anime I used to watch called Soul Eater. That worked in a similar way. Where so the protagonist is called a Weapon Meister, and she wields a weapon basically, but the weapon is a person that can transform into a weapon. So it's kind of it's weird. It's not worth watching.
So we'll gloss over that because it's even weirder than I remember. Nintendo this morning, I'm pretty sure it was this morning, announced the next mobile game coming to all your favourite iOS and Android devices, which is Animal Crossing Pocket Camp.
I know that there's a fairly niche fan club for this game, and they're going to be overwhelmed with it.
I'm not even sure it's niche. I think Animal Crossing's got quite a big following.
Really?
Yeah.
I suppose in Japan there's probably a huge following in Japan.
Oh, I'd say over here as well.
I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe.
But I've not been big on Nintendo for no particular reason. The only system I personally owned was a Wii. But I've always had other platforms, just never really invested in Nintendo. So I've not played any of the other Animal Crossing games, but I'm kind of intrigued. They've always struck me as something that I would enjoy playing. So I'm up for this little mobile version. For those who haven't seen the announcement-y stuff today, it's called Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, and you basically have a little campsite where you have an RV that you can upgrade and kit out with all sorts of decorations, and you do it up and whatnot, and then you can travel around to the Animal Crossing island and various other places, and do little missions for people and all that sort of stuff. But it's kind of about building up your little community and upgrading all your stuff. And
that's cool.
So it's something I'll definitely be checking out. Apparently they're doing one of these weird territory beta things, so if you switch your iOS app store to Australia, you can download it now. But it's due for release next month.
Cool.
Again, no specific date, but it's
interesting.
coming out some point in the next few weeks.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to do before we ended today is we spoke about it a few times, and I wanted to do the featured streamer. Okay. And the reason is, so the person I'm going to talk about, his name is his Twitch name is twitch.tv/beardsquad.
Okay.
And he just did a 28-hour live stream.
Wow.
But not a dedicated for charity or anything like that. He was just I just wanted to keep playing RuneScape. So I just stayed live.
Well, yeah. So why not?
Yeah, so if you are into RuneScape, he was a bit of history about the player himself. He was previously the rank 1 hardcore Iron Man. So hardcore Iron Man was the game mode where you get one life. So he was rank 1 for 3 months, then died, which
Wow.
was really unfortunate. Yeah, but now so he's made another account and it's nearly rank 1. So
Wow.
like he's caught up massively quickly.
Serious work.
But yeah, he's nuts. Like he mid maxes his game insanely well. He's really impressive. So if you're into RuneScape and into...
Do you want to shout out the Twitch channel again?
Yeah, so it's twitch.tv/beardsquad.
Beard Squad.
Beard Squad, yeah, and I think it's 2Ds. I think if you type him in, you'll find his channel.
Well, we'll link it off from
yeah, definitely.
stuff. The reason, featured streamer is something we've been talking about doing. The reason I haven't brought it up before is because I wanted to get some... another thing we've been talking about is getting some little jingles
Yeah,
for
for
various
sure.
bits of the podcast. So, I need to sort that out, and we'll make more of a thing out of our featured streamer. So let's consider that a soft launch of the featured streamer.
Yeah, pretty much. Who have you been watching this week?
Well, I think we'll just do one a week. I don't want to,
that's fine.
so we can focus.
Alright, that's fine. I'm okay with that.
Just another couple of things. There's a couple of big games coming out this week.
Already out, no? Oh, well,
no.
Creed isn't.
No, neither of them are officially out. I think some streamers must have. So, Wolfenstein
2.
Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus, whatever it's called. I'm pretty sure it's due out on Friday. I'm guessing some streamers must have got early copies because I saw you watching somebody.
Yeah, someone
was playing it. When
it's like 5th in the rankings today.
So I think some streamers have got preview copies to maybe hype it up a bit. But yes, that Wolfenstein 2 comes out on Friday, same day as Assassin's Creed Origins.
I really want to play this, but I'm just not going to have time.
You see, I'm very close to maybe doing a pre-order on that. I've been thinking about it.
I really want to play it, but it's going to be one of those games that I play later. When I've lost Destiny.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's having just hit. You'll probably...
I've played so much Destiny, Ed. I haven't played RuneScape. I'm enjoying it that much.
This is 2 weeks in a row where RuneScape hasn't featured as your...
I'm changing.
Yeah, what's going on?
This podcast is changing me. I don't like it. I'm going back to RuneScape. Fuck Destiny.
If you come back with a third one next week, I'm going to probably fall off my chair.
Well, I think I've just replaced RuneScape with Destiny now, so...
You're going to do exactly what I did 6 weeks ago, which is talk about Destiny for like 3 weeks.
Our podcast is basically going to be called Next Week in Destiny, or like Last Week in Destiny.
Guys playing Destiny.
Yeah, guys playing Destiny. Basically it. I'm excited for it.
But yeah, Assassin's Creed.
Looks fucking cool.
Yeah, it does look really nice. I wasn't massively hyped about it initially, but I'm feeling it a bit more now. Like, I'm big on the Egyptian theme.
I'm really big on the Egyptian theme, and you know what really won me over was the fact that you can fucking get your own and hijack a boat, and you can like sail.
Well, you could sail in, but you can do sailing in other Assassin's Creed games.
This one.
There's one all about pirates, for God's sake.
I was like, yeah, this is cool.
Can you ride a camel? Has that been confirmed?
I don't know.
If you can ride a camel, then pre-order sold.
Camel riding?
Yeah.
Count me in. No, nice.
So anybody in the chat know if you can ride a camel in Assassin's Creed Origins? let me know in the next 2 minutes.
If not, I'm turning the stream off and playing Destiny. So.
But yeah, that's the Assassin's Creed games. They took a year off last year, which was probably a much needed break by everybody.
I think they're just churning out too many titles.
I mean, I was on the way over here. I was kind of in my head plotting like all the titles, and there's a lot. This is like Assassin's Creed like 37 or something. It's not that much, but
it's Assassin's Creed 7. Like,
is it 7?
I think it's 7. Yeah.
So yeah, I wasn't far off.
You were literally 30 off.
Yeah. Yeah,
and on that note,
I didn't play the last. I didn't play Syndicate or Unity. Unity mainly because it was a buggy.
Camel riding firm.
There you go. Okay, that's it. Pre-order when I get home. Sold. Camel riding.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I didn't play Unity because it was apparently a horrid buggy mess which everybody hated. So the French revolutionary theme just wasn't. Yeah, it didn't do anything for me. So I kind of just skipped that one. Weirdly, Syndicate, which was the Victorian London one, like right from the beginning, always said like they should do Assassin's Creed in Victorian London. It would be awesome. And then when it came out, I never bought it. I don't know why. I think there was probably just too much other stuff happening at the time. That might have been around the time Destiny 1 came out, actually. So that might have swayed my attention.
That was from 5. That was Assassin's 5, and then there was the Pirate one afterwards.
No, Pirate was number 4. It was Pirates, then Unity, then Syndicate.
Then Syndicate, right, okay. What's the number 5? No, Syndicate was 6.
Yeah. There's been a lot. I'm going to be intrigued to see, because I haven't looked into it that much, but I don't know anything about how the modern world stuff figures into this one, or even where that's at in the series, because I've missed the last 2. Obviously they've wrapped up all the stupid Desmond storyline in Assassin's Creed 3, I think it was, which just went fucking bonkers, frankly. It started out kind of alright, and it was trapped in this facility, but by the time Assassin's Creed 3 came around, that storyline had just gone mental, and was all kind of supernatural beings and just bonkersness. So I'm kind of glad that storyline went away. But yeah, I've no idea where the modern world stuff is at with this one, so I'll be interested to see, because I've always kind of enjoyed those segments.
Yeah, I played excuse me. I played 2 Assassin games, and then stopped because it's just the same thing again and again. It's just me climbing up tall buildings and jumping off into bushes.
Yeah.
Like it's
but,
like
it can
open a new map. There are 59 things for you to unlock. I can't do that, Ed.
Yeah,
I'm a fucking completionist. I need to do all of it. That's like 50 hours of my life.
I do hope they rein that in a little bit, but unfortunately it's Ubisoft, so probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
That was my big problem with Far Cry 4.
It's just like you have an infinite map with infinite things to do.
Yeah, there was literally too much stuff to do on that map. You couldn't go more than like 10 metres without going, oh look, there's a thing like just to my left.
Bit of tangent.
I'll go get that, and then you start walking another, like, oh, there's another thing for me to collect. And it's just like, I can't go anywhere in this game without needing to pick something up.
The main quest line is like 100 yards away, and you're like, oh, mini quest.
Yeah,
ooh, mini quest.
Exactly.
Mini quest.
Exactly that.
That's really funny.
Ubisoft need to dial down.
They need to dial that in.
Collect-a-thon stuff. So I'm really hoping that this one's going to be different, but it's not going to be, is it? No. But yeah, anyway, so that's out Friday. I'll do my fact and then we'll shut up.
But you already did a fact. Give me half a fact.
Half? Well, I looked.
Say half of the sentence and stop.
That'd be brutal. Just leave you hanging.
No, I wouldn't care.
You wouldn't care, but the 5 people that listen to this podcast
wouldn't care either.
Yeah, right. I looked up a special Destiny theme fact. I'll admit it's not one of my better facts, but it is a Destiny themed fact nonetheless. It's a Destiny 1 fact.
Okay, go.
So there is a shader in Destiny 1 named, you're going to like this, the shader is named 18237496-64703388.
I think I have this shader.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, if you have it, you would know that it is a blue and yellow shader.
It is, yeah.
And those numbers are the RGB colour codes for blue and yellow. But it gets more interesting than just being 2 colours.
So much more interesting, guys.
If you put those 2 numbers into a GPS, it will take you to a position in Sweden where the national flag is blue and yellow. Amazing.
And on that note, I'm done. I'm going to kick this idiot out of my house so I can play Destiny. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys.
Thanks.
I've been Perry.
I've been Ed.
I've been Perry this time.
Yeah. This time, yeah.
We've been guys playing games. Do all that good stuff.
Thank you very much.
Whatever medium you are watching us on, like it, comment. I don't know. And we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, thank you.